Right now. What's going on, everybody? It's Dante from the White Day Podcast. Got myself, Red Pill, Alpha Monk, and Shirley, and we actually have someone new on here. Chitana. No, okay. Chitana, okay. So, I mean, you can give a little background about yourself. I mean, you can if you want to. The question I usually ask people is why date? Why do you date? Or why should we date? So usually what I ask new people to come on. So give a little bio about yourself before we go into this. I know, most people don't like to talk about themselves, but give a little background on that one. So what do you want to say?
I'm just a girl from Kansas. Found my way to the Bay Area. Followed the Yellow Brick Road here.
Okay.
I'm an entrepreneur, and you asked why date? Because we're supposed to be in our lives and making connections with other human beings, and so let's do it forward. That's about it.
Okay. All right. Damn, I wish I had Max here. I don't have. Usually I say like we have a who's team you're on, but it's just me. I forgot. There's no Max here. But welcome to our episode. Appreciate you coming on here. So if you guys were on the last episode, we talked about wingman and winging it, the guy and girl code. We don't have to recap if you guys want to, but I'm kind of going to move forward with the next episode if you guys want to add to it. Because in our belief, we didn't have any girls in that episode. I would like to hear a woman's perspective, but it's okay. I think it's going to be I don't know if you guys can keep it shorter than 5 minutes. So I know we have women on here today, so I don't believe Red Pill and I don't believe that there's no girl code. That's what we believe. I feel like it's only a guy code. We're subjectively thinking that that's all it is.
Yeah, I don't believe in girl code.
Yeah,
I think there's only one rule in girl code. There's only one rule in girl code, and that is if your friend asks you for a tampon or a pad, you give it to her. If an enemy asks you for a pad or tampon, you give it to her. And when another woman asks a woman for a pad or a tampon and you have it, you give it to her. I think that is the only rule in girl code that girls will follow. Change my mind.
I mean, well,
Just get started.
I'm gonna take a shot for that one. leave me out of that one.
You obviously don't have sisters.
He does. Oh, he do. He does. He does have a sister.
That's the craziest thing about this.
Someone said there is girl code. Someone commented and said there's girl code, and y'all don't even know this. Y'all still haven't told us. No one said anything.
It's like it's this along the same lines as bro code.
No, bro code. There's a certain school you have to go to a certain kind of institute. There's a calling. We have a ritual. We have the whole works. You women don't have that kind of stuff. We have a program.
Initiation in girl code.
You got to get with the program, and we know, like, yo, man, bro code. Oh. If you say it's a girl code, they're just like, huh? It's kind of.
Girl code is about respecting and helping your fellow sister be the best she can be, right? Especially when you're dating. Right? You don't want to get in the way of her, like, getting that dude. You don't want to get in the way of her, just like.
I think.
Girl code is.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, real
If
quick.
I date
Can we go over
and
the
we're
buzzwords real
friends.
fast?
Okay. Oh, before we even say it, buzzwords. All right.
Buzzwords. Just in case someone says one.
Like you did. All right. So you guys don't know if you guys are just not coming on this first episode. We have buzzwords where one of us say a certain word and we get put on a hot seat. We get asked questions. Any question. It could be anything. Buzzwords are commitment and disrespectful.
Yeah.
Those are hard words. Those are hard words.
Oh my god. Okay.
But yeah, continue on for like a couple minutes. There's only one thing I wanted to say that someone actually said that was actually a girl code that women do. They would never let their girl that's drunk walk away with someone stranger. They would actually back up a girl on that one. Like, they won't
Okay.
that is legit. They would not do. They would legitimately won't let their girl walk
Oh,
out.
and they never let girls go to the bathroom alone.
Yeah, bathroom alone. There you go.
So those three things right there.
There you go.
Girl codes.
That's
Solid
it.
knowledge.
That's it.
Okay, let me school y'all on and fill y'all in on the blanks. So, girl code. If you're dating a guy, you don't date him.
Period.
Afterwards, you don't, nobody wants no one's leftovers. Girl code, it's like, just be honest, don't be jealous. It's the same thing as bro code. We are friends. I mean, boys, I don't know, y'all might share girls. I don't know too much about that because I ain't no bro. But as far as like the code, it's like, don't fold. It's like loyalty, a friendship. Do unto me as I would want done unto you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah,
women
well,
do it all the
girls
time, though.
don't do
They
that.
pull on their friends all. I mean, a good percentage of the time, but it's okay. I mean,
Then she wasn't your friend.
okay. I mean, I've seen.
She was hating from the jump.
She's like, I'm gonna snatch him up real quick. And he's always feeling me, and then boom.
Yeah. She was hating from the jump.
Okay. All right. Well,
Damn.
the only one I know for sure that's like legitimately established one, like that one's cool because we do that. Guys do it sometimes too. So that's like kind of in the middle of both. Like we do believe that's true, but like one for sure, women go to the bathroom alone. They will never do that. That is, they never leave their homegirl alone when she's drunk and fucked up. That is like yeah.
Because sometimes if we're going to the bathroom, we might have on like a jumpsuit or a skirt or something. Sis might need to unzip you. There's different things that go on in girl land. You need to freshen up. You need to pamper. It's like not like, what I'm saying?
I
We're
wanna
not
know-
going in there to do things. It's just we're going in there to get all pretty. We might have to plan our exit move.
So that's what they do in
That's
there.
that's HQ right there.
Damn, I never knew. I never knew what happened in those bathrooms. I always wonder. I was like, man, what's going on? Did we mess up here? Did something happen? Are they strategizing? Like,
Yeah,
because
that's HQ.
fellas, you guys know when we talking to two girls and one goes, "Oh, we gotta go to the bathroom." I'm like, damn, what happened? What's happening there? Oh
It could
man,
be good or it could be bad. Never
it
know.
could be good or bad. We won't never know. We will never know.
The world will never know.
This is the unknown for us men. So
I think you can normally tell, like, if one girl's like, "Oh, I have to go to the bathroom," and her friend seems a little hesitant to go into the bathroom, has nothing to do with you. But if her friend's like, "Oh, I have to go to the bathroom," and she's all like, "Okay, let's go," and they're super eager to go to the bathroom, everything to do with you. Her friend's like, "Wait, what? You have to go to the bathroom?" She's like, "Yeah, we have to go to the bathroom." They go, "Oh,
we
okay,
have
I'll
to go to the bathroom, not you.
You're doing
Okay.
well." Her friend just has some shit going on. But if she's like, "We have to go to the bathroom," okay, see you guys. Well, we'll see you around. That's when you know they just dished you. Just get out of there. Just go.
Yo.
Yeah, because her friends' antennas went up and said, "Oh, sis, you didn't catch that, so we need to go to HQ. We need to talk."
She said HQ. Love it. I love it.
Headquarters. We need to go to headquarters.
All right. Well,
All right.
you guys sold us on it, so we're gonna let you guys
Hold
get
on.
this one.
Nothing. Go ahead, bro.
What?
It's like, he said they sold us on what?
That there was a girl code.
Girl code,
They have 3 rules of girl code. Yeah.
Yeah.
according to you.
Right.
We didn't say none. We literally said they didn't have any. So like this is 3 is enough. 3 is good enough, I guess. You know, 3
So I don't
is.
want to hold you up the episode, so we'll keep it moving.
All right. We'll continue on maybe on a post episode or something. Okay. So this one we're actually doing a little different. I feel like we should do these monthly. Ask Me Anything episodes. So let's ask me anything. So if you guys are tuning in on a live stream, please feel free to ask any questions. We have some questions that were asked through our Instagram, so we're gonna answer them. I want to start off because this happens. This is the question I hear the most. It is quarantine and dating, and what tips and advice that we can give to people. What works, what doesn't work during the quarantine or during this time. I guess I can open up for everyone on this panel for this one. And you guys can kind of share what you guys believe will work or what you guys have done. Some that shares for people to listen to. So we'll start with Alpha Monk. You first.
Honestly, I would say during the quarantine, the best thing to do is probably get to know somebody through text and video chat, and mostly just to work on yourself. This is a good time and a good opportunity to work on yourself more so than anything. And I believe that when you know who you are truly, you know what you like, you know your dislikes, all these types of things. And once you know that, you kind of have a better map on how to find somebody that kind of suits you, that, you know, you vibe with, have chemistry.
So are we talking about like dating apps? Or are we actually talking about like actually meeting someone?
I mean, dating apps is fine. I mean, they're kind of, to me, they're kind of BS because they're kind of set up. You know, it's mostly a setup for women. You know what I'm saying? It's not really good for men. They've had countless videos on that shit. But if you can get it through dating apps, that's fine, man. You know, if you knew somebody you were talking to before the quarantine, it's a good time to get to know them better. Okay. And then maybe you could, you know, sneak a visit, see him or something like that, or invite him over. Yeah. You know, as long as it's COVID free. But
I think like the first month we were like so skeptical of everything. We're like, oh fuck, okay. First 2 months, like no, I'll stay home. So I think everyone was kind of on the cusp of like just chilling. Right. But for now, I think a lot of people are a little bit more. It's so much easy. I mean, it's not easy to get tested, but you can actually just go get the test. All right, we're good. I've been home. Keep it to a minimum. Video chats also works. Video dinners, I've seen that works sometimes. And I heard certain incidents where people actually were traveling too, and they're like, "Oh, just hold on, let me get it tested first before I do anything." And then they'll just kind of video chat. And you kind of do it at dinner, and also virtually, because some people who are love language is physical touch. That can be super challenging for them. I'm not sure who's physical touch in here. Who's love language physical touch?
I'm affectionate. I'm very highly affectionate.
Okay.
Again, I'm Taurus, so
smash.
We love touch.
Okay. And surely.
But you know the COVID test, I mean, you can get that within the day. So, like, if it's really that serious, you really want to see your girl, she really want to see you, y'all want to get busy or whatever, then just go take the test, and you'll get your results within that day. And then,
if you're my girl, you got what I got. We in this together.
No, I'm not.
See, you the problem. You the problem. This is why we want to go back and shut down because of you. Like you, man.
Question.
We get the vid together. We get the Rona together. We ride or die.
We're gonna be in that hospital garage in bed together too.
So Jatana she raised her hand. Appreciate you raising your hand. Now I'm jumping into like these fools in here. Just going in the same shit.
I just feel like, why are we trying to reinvent the wheel?
Okay.
Of dating. Like, most people, you have to video chat. And what I found, if it's a guy or if it's a girl, they're dressing real sexy, trying to be cute because your conversation is not there. You don't know how to converse with someone. Why can't you take it back old school like you used to be in the closet? Some people might be too young for this, but stringing the telephone cord and hiding in the closet and talking. I don't want to know what's on your mind. That's with dating. Why do you have to be physically present with someone? Where's your conversation going to lead? Like, there's no point in reinventing the wheel of where you're going because we're talking about dating, not in a relationship. Because if you're in a relationship, quarantine's not going to matter because you're in the vicinity of each other anyways. But if you're dating, this is the perfect opportunity for you to get to know someone and truly see who they are, where their head's at, in order to converse. And I believe that it should start with a phone conversation first, because you don't need to visually stimulate me because that causes lust. And I don't need to lust after you. I want to know what's in your mind, what's in your brain. Stimulate my mind and my body will follow.
Okay. That's my friend commented truth. I got my best friend. It was Keith.
What's up, Keith?
What up, Keith? Man, that man always working. He probably works right now. Okay. Aunt Shirley.
What's that?
What are you doing through these times of quarantine and shelter in place as a woman? I don't know what to say.
No. What am I doing? Well,
what tips can you give to the women who are love physical touch or anything. Like that's love
Okay,
language.
so if you have to meet someone in person and you just can't chill at home, make sure the person that you are meeting has been tested. And if you guys do meet, make sure it's in public. You don't want to be like, if you go to someone's house, that only puts you more at risk, and then also puts like, certain expectations. So if you are gonna date, make sure it's in public, make sure they're clean. And like Jutana said, like the whole point is to get to know each other. So for me, my love language is quality time. So as long as we're spending time together, I'm good.
Okay. All right. Well, that's what's up. That's good. You're good. All right. Red Pill, your last one. Well,
So, my love languages are words of affirmation and gifts. Like, that's typically how I operate. So, I don't actually have to be around that person very often to, like, maintain my affinity for that person. But I'm really big into escalation. That's my thing. Like, if you're dating somebody, you kind of want to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You want to go somewhere. Maybe it just stops at casual sex. Maybe that's just what you want, right?
Yeah.
If you're open about it, the person knows that's what they're getting into, and it works out, it's consensual, fine. Maybe you want a relationship, you're open about it, yada, yada, yada. My big thing is just escalate. So you use a dating app, or you pop in some DMs, or, you just caught a number at the grocery store when you're both fighting for toilet paper.
it was magic.
Right? And so you're calling her, and it's like, when you're texting her to get her on the phone, and you call her. When you're calling her, again, if casual sex is your thing, you're talking to her to get to the meetup. Super big on what Jutana said about getting to know somebody. You can do both.
Yeah.
You can do both. You can be having video Skype sex and still get to know somebody.
Yeah.
Ask them about them. Ask them open-ended questions. It's going to happen. It's going to happen organically.
She laughed.
So for me, I'm really big into just escalate. Just take it to the next level. Take it as far as you want it to go. And don't really worry too much about it.
I love
It's
it.
not rocket science.
Okay.
It's not rocket science.
I've seen what works that I've seen quick like parks with a lot of less people. Picnics is actually pretty interesting. Lakes, driving movie theaters is a good one.
Stargazing, because we're in the summer.
That stargazing, it's really hot out there. You want to be outside. There's hella driving. There's like 3 driving movie theaters in Northern California. I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but they're still out here. I mean, I know they're old ass movies, but right.
Of course, for the movie.
Of course, get tested, of course, beforehand, right? But that's key. But I think there's ways to do it, man. I think, like you said, if it's connection, you're trying to build a connection with someone, that those shouldn't matter. Whatever's happening in the world, as long as you're trying to build a connection. So,
if you want to do something and you want to see someone, and that's really where it's at, you will be inventive and creative and make it work.
Yep. There's no level of distance. I mean, like, if there's hesitance, right? If there's a level of, I don't know, it's probably a no. So you're wasting your time anyway. Especially during quarantine, when we're all, like, stuck inside and we want to have contact. If someone's being really resistant and, like, iffy, just let it go. Move on, right?
Keep it a buck. Move around.
Frozen 2. Shout outs. Frozen. Disney? No one knows? All right. We're going to move forward. Okay,
Elsa.
Okay, all right. Thought I'd let y'all know. I watch Disney too. I got niece and nephews, so it's not just me watching it. Okay. Hopefully that helps for you guys. Hopefully who's ever listening in, that helps. Please feel free to ask any questions about that, because that is a question we hear a lot. But yeah, that's good to hear some perspectives. That's good. I mean, it's good to see. I wish I had someone on here who had a physical touch issue. And he's like, I got to touch. I got to, you know what I mean? So I think all of us are kind of like not physical touch. So, I mean, unfortunately, but.
I'm affectionate, but I'm more of like words of affirmation.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Quality time. Yeah, I'm like quality time. Words of affirmation too. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to challenge those people who just need physical touch. I'm sure there's probably a lot of like challenges they're dealing with. But if that person's on here, please feel free to comment on that. So we're gonna move into the open segment. Women ask men. Open segment. All right. Okay. So all right. So I'm gonna look at this again. So the questions I'm asking is women too, or is it to the men?
Well, it's specifically women ask men, so you men have to answer.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
guys are asking.
Yeah.
You guys have it open? Or you want me to...
Well, Jutana, do you have any questions that you think you would want guys to answer? First off,
I have some here, but you know, you can use them.
I mean, like, okay.
I mean, unless you guys have your own.
Not really. We can go with the questions that we have laid out. I think
Okay.
they're pretty good.
Okay. So I'll ask the fellas. Okay. So I'll ask Red Pill first.
We can also ask.
All right. Oh well, you could if you guys have it open. You guys have it open?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You can go ahead and ask. Oh,
What do you like to experience in a relationship that makes you feel appreciated? Must be unrelated to sex.
I don't know.
Mark.
Huh.
Yeah, unrelated to sex. Tell us.
Huh.
Oh, ask
Man,
it
the
again.
biggest thing for me is
Come on, bro.
I'm trying to find a way. I know it's like it's really silly. It's really silly, but it's like this is like the thing where I'm like, if a girl does this for me, I'm not dipping off at 6 a.m. Like I'm just not.
Okay.
Let me be Little Spoon and don't make me feel bad about it.
Oh.
Put that out there.
Oh.
Like, man,
I feel like all dudes like to be the little spoon.
They love it. They're big babies.
They
Like,
love
yeah.
it. It's like that's a wrap.
it's like I'm definitely one of those where like I'm definitely like kind of goofy and like little teddy bearish from around a girl I really really like. So he's baby me a little bit. I fuck with that. It's like,
Then make you some breakfast. You good to go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I like Little Spoon as much, but I do love when they lay on top of me. I do like that. When they
Oh, when on your chest.
human blanket. I love that. Yeah.
So is your love language touch?
Yeah, mine's affectionate and gifts.
Okay.
That makes sense because you're a Taurus.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mhm.
All right. Can we just
Tauruses are
can we
very
stop generalizing
sensual.
all these horoscopes? God damn it!
yeah, okay.
That can be anybody.
Well, I mean, it makes more sense because he's a Taurus.
Oh my goodness. Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree.
All right. Well, I don't know. I'm just a mere Virgo here, just chipping away here. I personally haven't experienced a relationship, so I can exit out of that one, right? I don't need to ask that one.
You
I mean,
haven't
if you had
experienced
t-shirts,
Yeah.
I don't need to, do I need to answer it?
just in general, how do you what makes you feel appreciated as a man? Like when a woman is speaking to you or doing something to you, what speaks to the king in you, the God in you, for you to want to manifest and look at all those things and like find the greatness in you, or have you not experienced that? Like what? Like it doesn't even necessarily, like it could be a girl who's a friend and she's done that and you're like, man, I appreciate that. Like just as a man. Every guy has that perspective. Like, how do you want to feel appreciated?
Okay. Well, I guess appreciation factor is, I guess you could probably throw in, to a man's heart is a man's stomach. So like that's one thing that probably opens you up a little bit. I'm like, damn, she really like she really going. Okay, all right. Let me make her feel appreciated. Let me do the dishes. Let me just do this. Let me do this one solid. Like so, that to me might be one that I kind of appreciated because it's not easy. Cooking on something after you getting off work, you tired too. You cook something for your man's. That's too. I mean, yeah.
So consideration.
Yeah, consideration.
She
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
considers you even after her day has been full and she comes home and you're still
Yeah.
on her schedule, a part of her life.
Yeah. Yeah. That stuff. Sure.
Why are you making that face?
Well, hey, if we're on Sundays, if we go to church, she's speaking to me in tongues, we
But you have to know what you want to get what you want.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But no, that's what I noticed that I appreciate the most out of, because like I said, I have to kind of look at it from that point of view. Like, okay, maybe she had a rough ass day too, and she's still doing it. So, yeah.
All right.
Right?
So I have a question for the ladies. Who's gonna flip flop
Oh, yo, flip flop. We flip flopping now.
already?
Balance.
Okay. Balance.
If you are
Is that what y'all want to do?
interested, I have a question for the ladies, right? If you are interested in an exclusive relationship or casual sex with a woman, when should you tell her?
I'm confused. Wait, what?
Yeah.
When should they let us know if
When should
they
I
want
tell
to
you
date
this is
or
exactly
just
what
have
I'm looking
sex?
for?
Oh.
Depending on what you want. When should we tell you what we want?
Off top, keep it a buck. Off top.
So day one, like as I'm asking for your number, tell you.
Yeah. Maybe date.
I mean, just come in like a train wreck? No.
So
Like you're getting her number, you're gonna scare the girl.
okay, right,
No.
right. So date number
So
one, date number two, date number three.
when you have the opportunity, it's not gonna be at her number, because what if you ask her for her number and then you're like, you step up to her, you haven't even spoken a word to her, and you ask her for her number, and you're like, ooh, that wasn't it, but whatever, I got your number.
Yeah.
So within that first conversation that you guys are conversing, depending on how deep you guys go, whether it's like a shallow conversation or it went into depth, like if you guys are just talking about the weather, that may not be the time. But I would probably say maybe after the second conversation that you get a feel for a person and you get an idea of their personality and their tone, then you can go in and say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm saying. Because you could possibly have a good woman, and a good woman is going to be ready for all of those questions. She can't be fooled. She's not a little girl. She's very mature. So you just kind of got to play your cards right at that point.
For me, I think it's just whenever there's a solid connection established, then we can start talking about expectation and what I want. But before then, I don't know. You'd probably want to wait. So by the third date, if the chemistry is strong, if you guys have an established connection, that you guys are feeling each other, for sure, let her know what you're looking for. I do think there is such thing as waiting too long, right? And then we're on this road and we're trying to go somewhere, but I have feelings, you have feelings, but no one's explaining where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
That can also affect relationships negatively.
And most women will give you that window. Girls ask, what are you looking for? Girls will ask from the beginning.
It's not what we're looking for, it's what are we? That's what the question. So they ask, what are we?
What are you doing?
That's the way the question is asked.
What is this?
When you say what are
What
we,
is
they
this?
say,
Yeah.
What is this?
What are we? That's your window.
I don't want my time being wasted.
And this is how, that's your window. Because basically, she's saying, if a girl is asking that, 9 times out of 10, she's feeling like you're already wasting her time. So she's wanting to know where your head's at.
Yeah. That's facts. I'd agree with that for sure.
All right. I like that answer because Jachana may not know, but and Shirley and the rest of them know I'm a big fan of Mode 1.
Yeah.
It's the ideology of you're coming out of the gate, pretty much being very forward about what you want. So you may not mention it directly in your opener, but everything you're doing is screaming, I want this thing. And then definitely by the second phone call or by second date, whether you've either explicitly said this thing or you've done this thing already.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how I operate, where I overtly say it as soon as I feel like it's right, but I act like what I want the entire time.
You act like what you want the entire time. Okay.
If I'm looking for something casual, I'm not saying, how's your day going? I'm looking for something when am I seeing you again? I don't like to send mixed signals. I don't do gray areas.
Yeah.
Like I said, Annalise, and Shirley, I said Annalise and Shirley earlier. The The truth always hides in plain sight. If you watch a person how they move and you get your little goggles off, a guy will tell you off top. Because I'll tell you this, you will know when a guy likes you. If you are confused, he doesn't.
That part! That should be the intro to this episode. That right there. I mean...
How you gonna tell me? I'm the one that edited this. How you gonna tell me? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. That's right. I love you, Trey. I appreciate it. I'm getting your little ego. My ego's there, man. Don't tell me what to do. But all right, I mean,
she just whispering some good stuff in your ear.
Yeah. Oh, so women, you guys have so we're flipping flopping.
Okay.
Right. Apparently that's what we're doing. So you guys can ask what the next question.
Alpha Monk.
Oh.
Yo.
Do men really just know when it comes to finding a woman they want to be committed with? They just know? And if so, can you tell us a story about how you just knew with someone?
Do they just know? Like right off the bat?
Yeah. Like
I can't speak for every man, but I do know that we're very logical. So if we do like a girl, like we really like a girl, just like Chana said, we will let you know. We will continue to pursue you. And through that pursuing that, like, I think, like, it's funny because men, it's better for us to go for the sex first because we're very physical, very visual, right? And if we like you, we grow to love you. We grow to want to be around you more. And the ultimate goal is for you to not necessarily replace our best friend, but be our next best friend, right? Mm-hmm. Because once we marry you, once we bring you into our lives and everything, we create a lot together, our best friend doesn't have to take a back seat. So that person who takes that co-pilot has to be just as special, right? Mm-hmm. So there is a lot of things going on when we start to date. Me personally, it takes me a long time for me to fall for somebody, but I will know within that first 3-4 dates if I really want to go somewhere. Mm-hmm. She'll usually let me know what kind of person she is, through how she treats people and her atmosphere. And then by like the 4th date, if I can see how she's living in her house and stuff like that, I can see how she is, she's clean, she's a hygienic person, or she's just putting up a front. So I have to know all these things. I got to analyze because, analytic, logical mind and shit. So I have to figure it all out. I can't go off of feelings alone because that will it could fuck me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Got a straight up logic. And then once I figure out that she's straight for me and I trust her and she's loyal, I know she's loyal, she's down by default, then that's the one. But if I don't get any of those little, those green flags, then my intentions are like, if I still like her, she's still beautiful. But I know I'm not going to date her. I don't want to be with her long term. Then my intentions will be shown within the 3rd date that we can either be friends with benefits, we can have casual sex, or we can just be friends, or we can just walk our own way because you didn't exist before I knew you and I didn't exist before you knew me. So, we'll both be fine. Mm. So that's how I usually do it. Right. And with my ex, it took me, was it like 7-8 months till I told her I loved her? And that was the only woman I married. So, it took me a long ass time.
6-7 months actually
that's
pretty
natural. I don't think that
wasn't that long.
That's
6-7
right.
months.
7-8 months.
Yeah, that ain't that bad.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's
if you're like 2
bad.
years in, you're like, oh, finally you say it. Yeah, that's
not that bad.
Yeah, that's actually pretty
good. I gotta be sure. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we asking everybody or just asking one person?
Everyone.
Okay.
Just the dudes, all the dudes, I guess.
Okay.
I want Dante to go next.
Why you want me to go next? God damn it! God damn it! Why are you asking me this? Leave me alone. I'm just the moderator. Okay. All right. Okay. I think for me, it's because I'm really picky. Everyone knows this. I'm a super picky person, right? I haven't been in a relationship since like Obama's first term, okay? So like 2007. So like she laughs, but like it's true. Literally. So, and in that sense, if I'm gonna do this now, like I should have done it in my 20s, could have experimented, like should have been in and out of dating relationships. All right, that didn't work, right? But now at this point now, like if I'm committed, like people think I have commitment issues. Screw you guys if you guys think I don't have commitment. I don't have commitment issues. It's just I have to find the person I'm gonna be committed to, and if I know, and that's when I know I'm like, all right, I'm all in. Like, that's literally how it is for me. Like the Rick and Morty episode, like I'm in. You know what I mean? So.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
Son of a bitch, I'm in, right? So, so yeah, that's usually what I feel about that. That's how I feel, because I'll know. I don't know what it is. I don't know when it's going to happen or when I'm going to feel that way. I haven't felt that way in, you know what I mean, in a very long time, but I have to think about a lot of things before I make that move. So it's a lot, like you said, logical speaking in our mind. We logically think in my head. All right, cool. Is this it? All right, I'm going to do it. Because the next person I'm going to be with is probably going to be someone I'm married. At this point, right? I'm 32, so that's how I feel. That's commitment. Now I have no commitment issue. Yeah, I'm committed to the podcast, right? That's saying something.
Yeah, but the podcast doesn't yell at you.
That is true. That is true.
It's like having a dog.
I committed to feeding that thing, you know, whatever. But yeah, okay, well. Sure, if you want to steal that, put a stamp on that. All right.
Wait, did Dante say one of the buzzwords? Oh shit!
You guys didn't hear it.
He said commitment.
He did.
A couple of times. Hella times, actually. Like 3 or 4 times.
Right.
Fuck.
Look at that.
Fuck. I've never said it. I've never said it buzzwords.
Yeah.
All right.
Did Dante ever said one of the buzzwords? Is this his first time or?
First time. I've never said it.
You said it like 4 times too. Wow. Okay, here we are.
All right, we're here. We're here.
The buzzwords.
We're here.
So now that you're in the hot seat, we're just all gonna throw hot questions at.
Yeah.
Whatever. 3 questions. Okay, we gotta be quick.
What are you thinking about?
Of course. Okay.
I have the first question for Dante.
Hit it.
Do you eat ass?
I do not. Haven't dabbled in it. Oh, I've been.
You've dabbled in ass play.
I haven't dabbled in it yet.
Can you say,
I've been reading up like
for me?
stuff on like Pornhub. I'm like, yeah, does this work? Is this true? Right? So I haven't done it yet though. No. Part of me is still kind of picky about everything. Like, oh shit, it's ass.
Prison love, man. It's prison love. Don't do it.
All right. Next question.
You ain't gonna lose no cool points if you don't.
Hey, I don't eat the booty like groceries. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Sorry. 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 I
You
just
don't
don't.
lose no cool points. You don't
Okay.
lose
Cool.
any
Cool. All right.
All right, I got a question. I got a question.
God damn it.
Have you ever went down on a one night stand?
Yeah.
Oh,
Plot
great.
twist. Plot twist.
Great.
It depends how tipsy and drunk I am.
Braveheart.
No, because
What?
it really depends how much alcohol I have in my system. Right? Just like whatever. So like,
So you just turned into a big old freak.
I mean, depending on what kind of alcohol.
It's gone.
Depends what
All
kind.
inhibitions gone.
You know, the full moon is up. There's a full moon in the sky. That's one of those rare occasions. I'll be a werewolf all day.
Man.
So, I mean, I guess it's that Virgo in me, that closet freak. That's what I hear. All right, last one.
Do you want to just skip the last one? We are kind of running out of time.
Okay. Good, thank goodness. Okay.
All right. Question for the women. I got one. This is a little bit contentious in the group chat. Who sits in the front seat of the car? You or your man's mom?
In what context?
Ask him if it's their car. It has to be the woman's car.
Like,
Car.
in
It's the
what
man's car.
context?
The man's car or the woman's car?
It's the man. The man owns his own car.
Oh man, that's no fun.
Right.
That's no fun. That's obvious.
Mom's all okay.
That's
Like,
what
was mom's already in the car when you came to get picked up, or are you going to go pick up mom's? I need more context. I need
Let's say y'all
background.
both are leaving the house. Everybody's leaving the house together to go to the mall. So all three of y'all are leaving together to go to the mall, walking towards the car. Are you gonna let the mom sit in the front? Or are you gonna tell her to sit in the back?
I'm gonna let her make the first move.
I like that. I like that.
Explain why.
That's just
Very
out of
well.
respect. Like, I don't believe in disrespecting nobody's mama.
Buzzword.
Because you-
Buzzword.
you-
Buzzword. Buzzword. I was hoping she would say it. I was like, yo.
Yeah, that was a setup.
This is why Markel, you don't pick the buzzwords, because you make these like literally everything we say in our sentence. We never get to a topic. God damn it. All right. Okay. Question. 3 questions.
Go.
I'm letting Shirley go first for the questions.
Oh.
Tell us, okay, have you ever been in a relationship where you were trying too hard, and how did you mediate that?
Did you hear us? Did you hear it? You hear her?
You hear me?
No.
Hey, turn that light on. It's a little dark back there. What's going on?
Hold on, can you hear me?
It's a little dark in there. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You need that light skin. I need to stop. I need to stop talking about it.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
I
Yes.
can't hear.
yeah, we good.
Okay, I said no. I've never tried too hard in a relationship.
That's some boss shit. Okay.
Okay. What is the number one song that you would play when you're having sex? Like, what was the one like go-to song? Like, if you ever played music, what would be the song?
Oh, I got a whole playlist.
One. Pick one. One that's like
Can you link that to the group chat?
Do You Want To by Escape.
sounds about right. Sounds it fits your.
I remember that. I remember that song. I
Okay.
think Keith Sweat, but you know.
Like that's it.
Keith
Instantly,
Sweat.
if someone plays that song, you just like clothes come off and you just that's it. Right? That's okay. All right. Just wondering.
Nah, you can't get in my drawers that easy. But if I'm trying to seduce you, I'm putting on that whole playlist and it's a wrap. Might be hanging from the ceiling things. You never know. Okay, question number 3.
I know you guys. Come on.
I think everybody's scared to ask her a crazy question. Since I'm a
Go
cousin,
ahead.
I've been in the group chat long enough to know.
I'll ask
Go
a crazy
ahead. Go
question.
ahead. Go ahead.
What is the freakiest thing you've ever done?
What's that?
So I want to know what is the
freakiest.
freakiest, kinkiest thing you've ever done?
The freakiest, kinkiest thing I've ever done.
Ever.
Uh-oh.
She's having flashbacks right now.
Got real. It got real.
We'll just having a menage a trois.
You've done that? Wait,
Damn.
like,
Word.
two,
Right
like
on.
2 girls, 1 dude, or 2 dudes, 1 girl?
2 girls, 1 guy.
Oh,
Look, yeah.
that lucky ass motherfucker, man. God damn. Man, we've been trying to do that for years.
Gotta find
Man.
the right one.
Fuck. God damn. Shit. Fuck
Found the
me.
right one?
God
I
damn.
think, speaking on menage a trois, I think it's a bit easier to have one if you're an FWB with somebody. I think if you're in a committed relationship, it's a lot harder to convince your partner to do that. But
Committed?
They were in a committed relationship.
They just added
yes,
you.
where?
They just added you to the party.
Now, there's a lot of those out there.
Yeah.
Especially on like Tinder and shit. They look like couples looking for dudes or girls. There's a lot of those.
Like as a man, it's easier to
Oh, man.
find a position where you can be a plus one instead of trying to get two. You know,
Right. True that.
especially when you're a black guy, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay. All right. Back to the
All right, back to episode. All right.
regular scheduled programming.
Okay, women have a
Never
question.
told a soul that. Now the whole world knows.
I know.
Ooh,
It's alive too. Everyone knows.
on the live stream.
I'm putting it all over nationally, worldwide. Everyone's gonna know.
The whole world knows.
All right, women, ladies, ask a question. Shoot.
When it comes to setting boundaries between me time, your woman, and your boy, what is the best way to have that conversation with your lady?
Oh, that's easy. I've done that since high school. You do that on the second date when you guys start talking about what you want out of life and what you like to do and stuff like that. You just gotta set your whole schedule up so she knows that you're busy. Because if you have too much gray area or you have too much free time, she's gonna fill that shit up. That time with shit. She's gonna do that, especially if she loves you. You guys get in a relationship. You know, you got free time. She gonna take it. So you gotta let her know straight up front. If you are a busy person, you got a lot of hobbies, or you're trying to achieve a goal, then you have to let her know right up front, or else it's not fair to her. I've learned that shit. Like in high school, I used to tell girls that they can only have 3 days out of the week because 4 days was for football, my homies, and everything else like that. Some would like it, some would, flip me off, and we wouldn't go anywhere with that one. But I had to let them know straight up front. And I still do that to this day.
Okay.
So I don't.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not like Alpha Monk here. I don't just give you like a weekly allotted amount of time. I'm like, oh, you're gonna get 13 and a half hours. Like here's your time card. You better fill this out. Like I
didn't say that. Go ahead.
I don't do that.
Clock in, clock out.
But my big thing is I'm just not afraid to tell you no. Like you only have to tell a girl no 2 or 3 times for her to kind of learn your schedule. If you're talking, get to know each other, she's just already gonna pick up on your schedule as you explain what you do throughout your daily life. But like if I'm going out with my boys on a weekend, she's like, oh, let me see you this weekend. And I'm like, oh, I'm going out with my boys. I'm sorry. She's like, oh, come see me instead. I'm going to go, oh, no, my boys are important. And I'll give her an alternative day, just on spot. I'm like, no, my boys are important. I'll see you Monday. You only have to do that 2 or 3 times in the beginning and she'll just get it. It's when in the beginning you're really infatuated and you give her all your free time because the sex is great. She's really into you. Maybe you had a long dry spell. And then now you're like, okay, I'm comfortable. I have her, we're in this thing together. Now I'm just going to try and like take back half the time that I give her. That's when you have problems. She's getting like,
Don't
she's
tell
like,
me
oh.
yes now and no later.
Right. So I just tell them like when I'm free, when I'm not. I usually set the dates. I'm usually like, hey, this day, this time, do you want to do X, Y, Z? Like I usually plan all the dates. I'm like, hey, this day, this time. She'll just tell me yes or no. So I know my schedule. I don't make her trying to figure it out. I just tell her.
So how do you keep her from feeling like she's an option at that point?
Quality time. Like honestly, like if you're with a guy, right? You're on a date. And you say you see him once a week, and it's usually about a 4 to 5 hour date. If he's really just into what you're doing and he's talking to you, and you get a couple phone calls throughout the week, like you're not going to feel like an option. If he's actually communicating and getting to know you with a little bit of time you're in communication, like you're not going to feel like an option if he's actually giving you attention, undivided attention at that time.
But I mean, after 3 times and a guy tells me and I'm asking him, hey, you want to hang out with me instead of your friends? And that 3rd time you tell me, I'll be like, okay, you can keep playing with your little friends.
Okay, well,
because at that point, that's what I'm saying. It's kind of confusing. Like, how would you make her feel like she's not, like you're not choosing her? Like, my friends, like you're putting your friends first because your friends are always going to be there regardless.
Right.
And this is like a new relationship that you're cultivating. So how do you like find that balance to where she still feels important, but she also respects?
You start at the beginning. Like I said, you start at the beginning. You have to
it's not that you give her this time limit. It's you let her see and let her know your schedule. And it doesn't have to be a full week of a schedule. You just let her know what you're interested in. So she starts to get an idea the more she gets to know you. Like, you know, she calls you on a Wednesday, right? What are you doing? Oh, I'm writing again. This is around the 3 hours I write throughout the day. You do that a few times, you start to get that schedule going on. When you do that with different things, you start to get that schedule going on. Start to do that with your friends, you start to get that schedule going on. So then she can have this allotted time between all those things where she can see you, call you, and you can do the same thing. And that way you build up that whole little schedule that you guys have around your stuff that you already are doing. And I'm not saying lie to her so you can get free time, just be honest. You know, I write 3 hours out of the day. It's usually around the evening. So you can catch me between this time and this time. And she'll pick up on that and vice versa. And that's how you guys, you know, you mold together. That's how you guys like mesh together. That's, you know.
Great answer.
Yeah, just to piggyback on what he said, most people who know me know that I have really good time management. Like, that's definitely one of my shining qualities. I have great time management.
It's alright.
I'll give you that.
It's alright.
And so it's like,
I mean, you late sometimes. Man. You late
Sometimes you still got nigga time.
okay, don't take me low, bro. But anyways, like I was saying, it's kind of like, one, I am making time for her. So we're going on nice dates. I am calling her on the phone. She will, by this point, know my work schedule. I'll just tell her, hey, I work XYZ days. These are my days off. These are the days that I have my son. These are the days I don't have my son.
So
and I'll probably tell you 3 or 4 days if I got my boys. I'm going at my boys this day. So it's not a surprise when you call me.
Oh, okay. Someone asked a question. Said, "What if you guys are married?"
Same thing.
It's even easier.
Yeah,
it's even easier to live together.
It's better.
Okay.
And it's
time
even
for that person. So
it's a good balance too. If you both have hobbies and shit, if you both have hobbies, you both have separate friends that you can hang out with, that's really good. That's really good.
Better for the relationship.
Way better. The more you don't see each other, the better relationship. That's real.
Like Pop said.
That's-
Let me go out and hang with the homies. He'll come home and love you better.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's so
Let
crazy.
me run the streets.
That's so crazy. Okay, so we're gonna jump into like the quick little segment, the sex education segment. Okay, we might not have much time for it. So I'll ask one woman, one guy. Right? When is the right time to have sex? And I'll start with ladies first. And Shirley.
When you want to. That's my answer. I'm very straightforward. So like when I know I want to, it's happening. I just hope you're on the same. Yeah.
Word.
Same thing for the guys?
Yeah, I mean,
I'll start with Red Pill.
yeah, same thing. I mean, I typically will try and go for it on the first date. If she tells me no or her body language is resisting, I'm not going to push the issue. But I'm usually like right away. Like, wow.
Okay. Next question I'll ask too. How to keep things interesting in the bedroom? So we'll go with Alpha Monk first, and then Chitana next.
I would say experimenting, bro. Doing everything, pushing those boundaries. I can't remember where I got it from, but if you have 2 jars, you put one places in one position. That's another way of doing things too. Especially if you get to that point where you're just out of things to do. You can always pull from the jars and then go with it. But experimenting is always a fun thing, man. Looking into each other's fantasies. Like, fantasies can go so far. You do so many things with that shit. And I mean, look around you. There's a whole world you can go and, do shit. So it's all in your imagination.
Okay. All right. Women's perspective. Tana, you're next. How do you keep things interesting in the bedroom? Besides someone being on a ceiling fan somewhere.
I mean, I ain't never had a problem of someone being uninterested. So I just think that if you pay attention to your partner and the things that they like when you're already being intimate and you know like what shoots them to the moon, you just do that 10 times better. Like, you work, like if you're giving a guy head, you like, shit, I'm gonna get a little explicit, but
Okay.
you suck that shit like you're sucking a golf ball through a straw. You make his toes curls. You
Oh.
pay attention. You just look and you see, like you want to shoot him to the moon. That's it. You pay attention to your partner. That's how you keep things interesting. You listen to them. They're breathing. You just, you create that chemistry, and vice
Make her
versa.
asshole
The same
feel.
thing that he does to her, and then be vocal. Like, tell me what you want.
Dang.
Word.
Okay. You talk about astral planning people out here, man. That sounds like
That's what you do, man.
someone getting
That's
astral
what you
plane
do.
out here. Someone's soul leave into the astral plane here.
That's what
Get-
you
You
do.
just trying to take their soul. Shit.
That was one of the best compliments I ever got, nigga.
My soul left my body
Tattoo
for
on the back.
5 seconds, and I
Right.
just slammed back down in the real world.
And that outer body experience.
Oh,
I don't know.
man.
I just think like when you're with your partner and you're being intimate, it's like a craft. You just have to keep working on it and keep working at it because it constantly evolves.
Okay.
Moving puzzle.
All right. So I'll switch it up a little bit too. All right. So I'll ask Red Pill, and I'll ask Chutana this question. It's the last one too. Even though you are technically single, right? Sleeping with someone, if y'all go to a party together, why you guys say buzzword on here?
Don't say it. Don't say it. Say, is it wrong? Say,
Is it wrong if you pick up another person?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
No,
I've had this happen to me
Oh,
before.
wait.
This happened to
Are
me
you
before.
in a relationship or you just dating?
No, you guys are technically single, but you guys are fucking and seeing each other on dates, and you guys go to a party.
Friends with benefits.
He starts picking up on another person, or vice versa. Is that wrong?
Hell
Yeah.
no.
No.
Hell no, because I'm not yours and you ain't mine. You didn't establish that. So shit, if I see some little tenderoni that I want to get picked up on, it's your loss, brother, because you never committed.
Shit.
It ain't even about that. It ain't even about that. Because
I mean,
Yeah, I
and
just met
vice
you.
versa.
Yeah, I
If
just
he
met you.
sees a girl that's cute, see, I'm that type of girl, and it's just casual like that. So we clearly have like this like friendship going on to where we're comfortable enough to go to a party together. And if he sees a girl, I might even be his wingman.
Nice.
cat.
No,
Call
yeah.
BS.
Oh, that ain't
Okay.
that ain't no cat, because you didn't make a commitment,
I fuck with
and
that.
I didn't make a commitment to you. We didn't already establish it, but I've already been in this situation.
Okay.
So where that has happened, where I've gone to parties like with guys and they see a girl, because you can see when a guy is interested in a girl. You can see it.
He's looking at
Come
his
here.
lips. He's like,
He looking at you. Yeah. Like, why do that? Because you guys haven't established. Basically, you guys are just saying you're friends with benefits.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know if you guys have any out there because we got like 2 more minutes left. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to add to that, but like I was gonna end it here. But if you guys want to add it, you can. If you guys have nothing else,
I'm just like, man, I'm not gonna bring a girl somewhere and then run game on another girl. That's just my thing. If I
Yeah,
want to
don't
go
bring
open
Sam to
my
the
game
beach.
and get my jollies, I'm just not gonna bring.
Yeah, don't bring Sam to the beach.
There we go.
guy
there we
code,
go.
guy code, guy code.
Come
What
on.
if that
Just-
conversation's already established between you and that girl? I just think it depends on the dynamics of you and that girl's relationship.
Well, it's a single plus sleeping with somebody. If I'm bringing my fuck buddy to a party, I'm not gonna try and pick up another fuck buddy.
That's how I feel. Yeah.
I'll just leave my
That's
fuck
a
buddy
shame.
at home. I'll just leave her at home.
Yeah.
It's just rude. It's just not classy. It's not smooth.
True.
But I ain't fucking nobody that I ain't in no relationship with, because what's mine is mine, and I'm the type I don't like to share.
But
Well, I mean, we continue on this post episode if you guys want to, but we got like a minute left, like couple seconds left. Appreciate you guys all coming on.
Right.
Appreciate everyone tuning into the live stream. If you guys are on still, I appreciate you guys coming on. Appreciate the comments. I wish you guys asked more questions, but it's okay. Just put them on down on here on the comments or send me a DM. I will try to make sure we answer them on our post episode. Hopefully, we get shirts for you guys.
Win. I want a time. I want a date. Win.
website I'm still working on. I'm actually looking to get more topics and episodes on the website, so I'm working on that. Appreciate you guys coming on.
That question.
See you guys next episode if you guys don't come on the post episode. All right. Yep. Later. I'm ending it here.
All right. Peace.
All right. Have a nice day, guys.
Peace.
Yep.
Yeah, y'all have a good night.
Yep. Appreciate you coming on,
Night.
Chitana.
Thank you.
Hello, friends. This is Dante from the YD Podcast. Thank you for tuning in onto our episode. And just wanted to give you guys some updates. I know I usually do this at the end of my episodes. I'm doing a little update. So we do still have a Patreon website. I've been putting exclusive content on there. I haven't put any dating coaches or advice or anything like that yet. I'm still working on that. But if you still want to donate to the Patreon, it's still on there on the YD Podcast website. But for right now, all I'm doing right now is Venmo. I'll put the link onto this episode on the YouTube episode. Hope you guys, like I said, like the episode. But I'm putting everything on there. Currently, I am still working on advice, dating coach. I want to have a community where we're having someone giving advice, having some experts on there that's helping people through dating. So I know we typically talk about a lot of funny stuff on our episodes, but I also want to provide some kind of service to everyone who's listening. So get their money's worth for something. $5 is definitely not going to raise the price because I haven't done much with my Patreon. But I still have a Venmo on there. It's going to be on there. But I will put the link down here. You can kind of see it. And just so you guys know, I appreciate you guys joining in and tuning into our episode thus far, listening to all our stuff. But yeah, that is it for you guys. I will post more things on my Patreon. Like I said, I'll still put the exclusive content, the post episode on there, the audio form. I can't really put the video on there. For some strange reason, Patreon won't let me do it. It's too big of a file. But that's what I want to have on there, guys. And that is it. That's all I have to say. But please subscribe, too, as well, on the YouTube channel if you guys haven't done so already. But that is it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and enjoy the rest of your day.